I think about going to the Dominican and treat myself. What kind of cars they got over there?
They drive mopeds.
Oh, what they got? They got something with like long hair and light skin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, that's the DR. Like you talk about Dominican Republic.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What they do out there?
Man, Ocho Cinco, you simp, shut the hell up. You know exactly what Shannon Sharpe is talking about. Okay, you know he's being funny and you want to pretend like you're just so squeaky clean because every time we look up, you're simping to some new woman who's pretty much running your show, controlling your finances and your future outcomes. Ocho Cinco, you have literally sold out. Matter of fact, every female he's ever been associated with is basically a chick that's like from the DR or Colombia or one of these other like Spanish countries. He knows exactly what Shannon is talking about, but he wants to play this role like he's holier than thou. He doesn't be doing the same thing. Shut the hell up, Ocho. I mean, but I understand. A lot of these retired athletes, they're trying to diversify. You got to worry about your image. You got to worry about people saying stuff about you, etc. The beautiful thing about Shannon Sharpe is he's already been through the fire. And he came out on the other side stronger, leaner. And he's already seen the worst of the worst. His own community, his own Black community, literally destroyed him on social media, on Twitter. Those are the only people going after Shannon Sharpe was Black people. And he survived them. His own people. It doesn't get any worse than that. So the man's been to rock bottom. He can do whatever he wants now. There's no downside. He's already been through the hellfire. Ocho Cinco is still going to tiptoe and play these games. But, man, that's what I like about Shannon. He survived the worst of the worst. So, and he's still here. He's still doing his own thing. You know, the money will come and go. The offers, the contracts, it comes with control. It comes with, somebody else that has leverage over your future and over your progress. But he's used to getting that paycheck. Now he's just an independent personality. And you know what we like? You know what the public likes about independent personalities? We like your personality. That's the whole purpose of being a personality. If we wanted a talking head that's just going to read a teleprompter, we'd tune in to CNN. I don't watch CNN anymore. I watch independent shows, podcasts. I watch Shannon Sharpe. I prefer a personality because guess what? When we're done, that's why I like Mace and Cameron, because once we're done talking sports, well, now we can talk shop. Now we can talk shit. You know, we understand each other. We're all kind of men who are into the same thing. Pretty women. The key is, how do you access pretty women without them suing you or trying to use you to come up, further their family by leveraging false allegations against you for abuse, false pregnancy allegations like they did Matt Barnes, or you're dumb enough to marry her, but all she was in it was for the money. Like when, what was it? Ocho Cinco that had recently got married, and they were married for like 3 days. And then she wanted to sue him for alimony. Was that Ocho Cinco? Hold on, let me ask. Let me see. Hey, Arthur, do me a favor. Was it Ocho Cinco that was recently divorced? The athlete Chad Ocho Cinco that was divorced, and they were only married for like a matter of days, and then she was like, "Yeah, I want alimony." Which famous athlete was that just happened to? Do you know?
Certainly, Rico. The athlete you're referring to is indeed Chad Ochocinco Johnson. He was famously married to Evelyn Lozada, and their marriage was indeed extremely short-lived. They tied the knot in 2012, and the marriage lasted only about a month before she filed for divorce. That situation got a lot of media attention, especially because of the circumstances surrounding it. So yes, it was Ochocinco and Evelyn Lozada.
Who's another famous athlete that was within the past 5 years that had a marriage that was under 2 months? And the woman who said she wasn't in it for the money, she started immediately trying to file for alimony and sue him. Who was that?
Absolutely, Rico. Another notable example that fits that scenario from the past few years is NBA player Matt Barnes. He married Gloria Govan in 2013, but the marriage dissolved very quickly, lasting only about 2 months. After their separation, there were indeed legal disputes and financial claims, which led to some public attention. So that's another relatively high-profile case in the sports world that aligns with what you described.
Okay, I thought there was another one of someone else. Are you sure there's no other ones that you can see that was like a famous athlete and a really short marriage?
Certainly. Let's dig a bit deeper. Another well-known example that comes to mind is NFL player Terrell Owens. He had a notably brief marriage to Rachel Snyder in 2014, which lasted just a couple of weeks before they split up. Owens also faced legal and financial complications afterward, although not necessarily an immediate alimony battle. Still, it's another case of a high-profile athlete with a very short-lived marriage with big public attention. Hopefully that's the one you were thinking of.
You know what? I'll be honest. I thought it was someone else, but those three are good enough, Arthur. I appreciate it. Thank you. So you got to think about it. Ocho Cinco went through something like this. A lot of these celebrities go through it. Shannon never did. He didn't go through the marriage thing. He has kids, didn't do the marriage thing. So in his situation, if you're not going to marry her so she can hit you with alimony, and you're not going to get her pregnant on purpose, she can't tether herself to your finances through child support, well, then she's going to have to accuse you of abuse. Now, he did go through a settlement with this OnlyFans girl, and then she announced that she's retired. But I'll be honest with you, 70% of that money is already gone. From the beginning, from the top of this year, when that case went through, and it was an undisclosed amount, I'm guessing she, after paying her lawyers, she got maybe 10 or 11 million. When you're a person who doesn't know how to make money, you burn money. Like you might as well just set the shit on fire. It does you no good because, well, now, for one thing, she's a girl, she's a liberal. So that means she has a socialist tendency. She's going to she thinks she can help everyone around them. And she thinks the only help everyone needs is money because she wanted money and she robbed for money, not understanding what you do unto others, they will do unto you. So pretty much everyone around her has already robbed her for that money. The little bit of money she has left is just she's going to probably use to get some surgeries or to increase how she looks because she has to get back onto the market because the only hustle she knows is how to extort men successfully. She doesn't know how to work. She doesn't have a strong work ethic. Everything's going to be based on aesthetics and looks. So not soon before long, she's going to be looking for a new target. Hopefully men are smart enough to avoid it. But the problem is just being in the United States in general. That's the risk you run every day that you're a man who likes women, not likes a woman, and you want to just go get married to her, even though that's a gamble too, because I just did a story about a pastor and how his after he broke up with his wife, she killed him in cold blood and started crying and claiming abuse. And they won't charge her now. So that's also another thing you got to worry about too. The culture of the dynamic between men and women in the United States has dissolved. The laws are not in our favor. So in no aspect. So the only option is for us to travel abroad. Now, if he's talking about going to the DR, he can't be sued for alimony. He cannot be sued for child support. He can't be sued in general. He's in a separate country. A lot of these people might not know who he is in another country. If he wants to spend some money to be with some of the most beautiful women he's ever seen in his life, man, I support the hell out of Unc. And I think he's doing the smart thing. Don't let these people on the internet shame you into dealing with a American scallywag that's going to hit you in your pockets for everything that you're worth. Because, and it's not even a race thing, it's just an American woman thing. And it doesn't matter what color she is. If she's in the United States, she's cooked.
Man, if it don't, And when I travel for soccer reasons only. So if it ain't got nothing to do with soccer,
I'm gonna fuck something.
Niggas, hey, Unk is wild, and I love it though. After what he just went through, he's back on the internet talking spicy again. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. See, another man would have been weak. You would have broke him. He'd be scared. He wouldn't even talk about women no more. He wouldn't look at women. He'd just be nervous. No. Unk said, you know what? I made it through it. Let's go again. He's not worried about it, but he's going to move a lot smarter now. He has his ducks in a row. He knows what to look out for. Ocho Cinco hasn't been through it just yet. He went through a little bit of public embarrassment before the internet was big. He's scared to go through it now because he's seen what happened to Shannon Sharpe. Actually, I'm trying to think, did Ocho Cinco turn his back on Shannon just a little bit, or did he ride it out with his boy? Because I kind of remember him being low-key neutral. I'm surprised Shannon Sharpe's still even working with him, because it didn't seem like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like Ocho Cinco really had his back through all the bullshit. And look at Ocho Cinco. He's kind of like fake laughing because he's like, he fell for he's one of the people from the mindset, you didn't learn, they didn't beat you into submission enough, you want more, you're going to go back to try. Bro, you can't run. They're going to chase you. They have to know that you don't have any fear. They have to know that you're going to stand tall. See, I wish he hadn't settled. The thing is, we don't know how much he settled for. I'm saying best case scenario, she got was 10 million. Best case. She didn't get no 20 or 30. And if you're an OnlyFans model at her age, you're not used to money. So $10 million to a girl that's never made more than, I don't know, 5 or 10,000 at once, that is retirement money. You know how many people in America talk about, oh, if I had that 300,000 that you got, that's money that changed my life. You think 300,000 is life changing? It's because you live in a different world than a person who's actually out here in the world maneuvering. If you live with just a regular, simple life, that's a lot of money, but your tastes will change with the availability of money. Also, everyone around you starts to beg. So, and then you know how it goes. Like Beyonce said, the first time you say no, it's like you've never said yes. People who you've known your entire life, siblings, your flesh and blood, you tell them no to one of their harebrained scams that they want to try to get some money out of you to try to do. As soon as you say no, they will demonize you and destroy you. Kanye West famously went through this with his family. We all do. Everyone does. And everyone is literally trying to milk you. That money that she made is gone. Shannon Sharpe is actually still able to keep making money and keep doing his own business. He's not crying about that $100 million loss, because if you think about it, how can you possibly miss what you never had in the first place? You can't.
Oh, that what you talking about? Okay. Well, okay. I'm cool now. I'm cool now.
Oh, DR. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. I done heard the story.
Yeah.
Okay, not. I'm with you. Oh, you had me confused. I'm like, DR. You don't even like baseball like that. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
Shut the fuck, bro. Ocho Cinco, bro. I hate people that lie, and I hate when men say things out of fear. It's so disingenuous and fake and fraudulent. You can just see through it. You can see through him. One guy's being his authentic personality, the other guy's being fake. Now, when you look at Mace and Cameron, you see two guys who are being their actual self. That's why they're not able to. That's why Shannon Sharpe and Ocho Cinco can't compete with them. They're not being themselves. Well, Shannon is being himself. Ocho Cinco is he's being who he thinks the internet wants him to appear to be.
Okay, all right, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Please make sure you hit.
You know, and then also they want to bring up that fact that he said he likes long hair, light skin. Newsflash, All brothers do. Nobody is voluntarily saying, yeah, let me marry this short-haired, dark-skinned chick. They're not doing it. Even all the ones that claim to be pro-black, you ever notice they're never married to an actual black woman? If they're even married at all. And if they do take a wife, she's as close to white as he can get. They're all going to be light-skinned, long hair. That's who men from this background, that's who they marry. They don't want dark-skinned women. They don't even want dark-skinned women at their clubs. A lot of clubs around the country won't even let dark-skinned women in the club just because they record everything. They think everything's about race. They're extremely insecure about how they look, no matter if they're beautiful or not. And it's just a risk. It's a risk. They'll literally say, oh, you're a racist. You looked at another girl, or, oh, whatever reason. Even me, I've been with a dark-skinned woman who swore I liked white girls and light-skinned girls. But I'm like, why are we together? How we meet? Obviously, I like everything. I like a variety of women. I don't have a particular set preference. But a lot of men do. You know, even here, I'm in Arizona right now. If I try to bring a dark-skinned or a group of dark-skinned girls to the table, if I'm having, you know, we're popping bottles, they'll be like, hell no. My friends, they'll be like, never, no, never, negative. They got to go. They wouldn't want them. Just because everybody's had their own separate lived experience. But when everyone's had the same experience with a certain group of people, well, then that means there's a pattern, and we're trying to avoid having the same thing repeat itself. So Ocho Cinco is no different. Yeah, a little pretty little white chick sued him, made up allegations against him. Anybody could have done it. Anybody and everybody will do it. And the smart thing to do is start just leaving the country. You work in the United States, you make your money here, but your relationship life, your sex life, you want to get married, you want to have a family, do those things in another country. You can bring your kids here to visit or to come live with you. Never bring the woman. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. I think I'm just glad to see Shannon Sharpe has bounced back. He's back making jokes. He's having a good time. Hope he gets another co-host. Ocho Cinco's whack. Especially he's just, you know, faking the funk like he doesn't have no idea what Shannon Sharpe's talking about. That's so fucking lame, in my opinion. So, and then, you know, there's other people that read sports. Somebody else can deal with them. Do me a favor, like and subscribe, share the video, push it into the algorithm. I appreciate you guys tuning in, just giving my thoughts on this topic. And remember, America first, America only.
I've been needing to find a new apartment, which has not been easy with credit as bad as mine. Luckily, I found cosigning.com. They connected me with a cosigner who helped me get my dream apartment for me and my dog. I just paid a small fee and was able to move in fast. Get the cosigner you need for the apartment you want. Check out cosigning.com today.